Welcome to Fanboy and Critic, where we go watch new movies on the theaters and give you our review, both the good and the bad. I'm Joe Ortiz, and I'll be your fanboy.
And I'm Sam McClure, I'll be your critic. For our first movie out in 2018 that we went to go see, we got to see 12 Strong, directed by Nikolai Fugelsig. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's starring Chris Hemsworth, William Fichtner, Rob Riggle, Michael Shannon, Michael Pena. Can you think of anybody else?
There's a lot more people, but...
There's a lot more people that it stars, but they're not really that big a name, so we're not going to mention it. But it's about the first operation in Afghanistan right after 9/11. Where they actually didn't even have that much support. They were going in on horseback. So a really interesting history lesson that I had no idea even happened. For the fanboys out there, what makes this movie different than all the other war movies that we've seen?
What makes it different?
Yeah.
Is that they weren't on tanks or Humvees. These guys were on horses and shooting guns, and you don't see that. And it's based on a true story, and it really happened. And like you said, I didn't even know this happened. So this was a well-deserved movie that I was glad to see come out.
It's kind of hard to think of bad things to say about this movie other than it wasn't as much action as promised. Some of it seemed a little bit ridiculous. I think the stakes were set kind of low. They kept trying to say, if we don't take this village, all of America is open to terrorist attacks, which it didn't really feel that way. We didn't really get to see much of the bad guy except for one scene, which was kind of over the top. It was kind of over the top, like as if we needed to be reminded that the Taliban are bad guys. We know, I said that was a bad thing. We don't necessarily need to see the Taliban being cruel to know that they're bad guys, but we also didn't get any sort of development. He was just a guy. There was just like one guy that they're like, okay, let's go get him.
Yeah. And
we really didn't get much else. But... yeah, that being said, maybe some of the characters could have been done a little bit more because you really get to know Chris Hemsworth's character, his Afghani counterpart that's actually leading him to fight against the Taliban, and Michael Pena's character, somewhat well crafted, but we didn't get to see them a lot.
True. And
the rest of the 12 strong team didn't get anything, so maybe I would have liked to see a little bit more of them, but all in all, it was still a pretty good movie. Alright, Jay, convince the critics at home why they need to go see this movie.
Critics, go see this movie because this is something in history that we've never seen before and never really known about, and they finally put it on the big screen. Go check it out.
Fanboys, I think you've seen a lot of war movies. This one, I don't know if it particularly stands out. It might be one of the better ones that come out this year. But, it's not going to go up on my DVD shelf. It's not any better than any other war movies. I might, in fact, go and watch Black Hawk Down again, because that's much better. Yeah. It doesn't stand out too much. It was still well made. That's all I have to say about it.
Guess we're off to the ratings.
Off to the ratings, Jay.
Critic, what do you think?
You want me to go first? I can go first.
No, I'll take the cake first.
You'll take the cake first? I don't know what that means, but go for it.
So, where I'm going to rate this movie, first movie of 2018, I'm going to be at a like. I enjoyed it. It wasn't anything special, but I still had fun watching it. And I definitely learned a lot about something I never knew even happened. So I enjoyed it. There was action, not enough for me, but I'm going to keep it at a like.
Yeah, surprisingly not that much action. I thought there was going to be a lot more. But, that made the pacing work out a little better. I would also put it at a like. I think we're on the same page on this one. That thing. I thought you were giving it a thumbs down.
You met in the middle, man.
No, but I thought you were giving it a thumbs down. I was like, that's not, no, it's up. I'm glad I went to go see it. I'm glad I had screeners to see it for free. I'm not interested in seeing it again. I'm glad I learned something about this military operation, but it's not going to be a movie that lives in history. Alright, fanboys and critics, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. YouTube has hit us with another devastating blow. And even if you dislike our channel or what we're doing here, it would help us out a lot if you just subscribe and maybe even ignore the bell so you don't get our alerts. It would help us out a ton because they just threw another hurdle for us.
Go check it out. And we'll see you for our next review. If you like cowboys and Indians, I don't even know why I didn't want to even say that.
They were in Afghanistan.
I know.
India.
If you like cowboys and